Okay, great day on another one of these real windy roads at the moment. But while I'm winding my way through here, I want to talk about Mandani. In New York. Now, the difficulty is he's quote-unquote Muslim. And we've got these so-called Christians that have been putting out this thing that basically every Muslim is a terrorist. They all want Sharia law. And so, actually, Mandani, if you look at his values, etc., he is more quote-unquote Christian than these so-called Christians that want to oppose him. Now, he did this debate with Cuomo, and he chewed him up and spit him out. He asked Cuomo about all these sexual abuse allegations and said there was one woman in the audience, but she couldn't speak because he's got her clamped with a, what do you call it? She can't speak against him because he's got lawsuits against all these women to keep them. So Mandani asked him, what do you have to say to all these women, these 13 women that have come out against you with sexual abuse accusations? Mic drop. Basically. Now Mandani, like I said, he is, if you look at his valuations, he's way more Christian than these ones that are really Antichrist Christians. Let's put it that way. They're Antichrist Christians, or other Christians, quote unquote, that don't see past a religious title. Okay? Like I keep telling, what is judged is the heart and the mind, not the religious persuasion. So when you have someone like Mandani, who is really in the end more Christian than these so-called Christians, when he leaves the forum, okay, he will be welcomed. And he's going to have a surprise. He'll have a surprise on the other side, but he will be welcomed absolutely because of his valuations, his integrity, the way he's lived his life, his care for those less fortunate. That's the thing that's important. So I don't care what your religious persuasion is. Again, there's only one divine is. Sorry about that. I wanted to go off to this little turnout so this other guy that wants to speed can go by. Because I'm not interested in speeding on these roads. I'm not in that big of a hurry. So I wish we had more like Mondani. And some of these Democrats could learn a lesson from him. But that's what we need. We need more care for the genuine. Woo, I just passed some really pretty leaves, just brilliant yellow. We need more that really hold those values and have integrity. Like I said, first thing I tell my students to live with honesty, integrity, transparency, sacredness, and simplicity. And you can't go wrong. And those are the valuations that Yeshua ben Joseph, aka the Christ, the Christos, aka they want to call Jesus, was espousing. Basically, those are the type of tenets, the type of life that he was showing. It wasn't amassing wealth. It wasn't putting yourself on a pedestal. It wasn't, any of those types of things. It was to live with honesty, integrity, and care about your fellow man. And live from the heart, not from the ego. You want to follow the path of ego? Follow the dark. That's the path of ego. So I wish people could get beyond this false idea about the name of the religion. Okay? Because what's important is the heart, the mind and the heart and the actions. Are they living a life of integrity? Are they living a life of simplicity and integrity and caring for others? That's the importance. Not the name of your religious persuasion. There are a lot of very good Muslims, and then there are a lot of ones that are in deception, just like there are good Christians, and then there are those that are in deception. Okay. So people need to get beyond this label, the labels, and see what's really there. What is the life being lived? It's not just about what you're talking, it's about the actions, what you're actually doing. There are a lot of them that talk the talk but don't walk the walk. There's a lot of that. Like Grinder Mike. Little Grinder Mikey Johnson that talks the talk all about Jesus and his, he's just such a great staunch Christian, yet his actions show anything but. When he came out and said the thing about Pelosi, that there was a lady and she wasn't sworn in for 61 days. It's because that's what that woman wanted. She had a specific date that she wanted to be sworn in. So he was using that in a deceptive manner. Deception is not part of being a Christian. Okay? Claiming to be this stalwart husband and this great Christian husband and then having a Grindr account is not being somebody that's being honest. So anyway, I just thought I would go ahead and talk a little bit about that as I'm winding my way through here. That's why I'm not looking at you, because I'm looking at the roadway here, because I am in again, another really winding area. So, that's that. Enjoying the drive. I was over by the ocean seeing some of the beauty of the waves coming in, and I'm still seeing a lot of the colors, fall colors here, which is really nice. I wasn't sure if I would still see fall colors, but yeah, there's one that's green that's just turned yellow. It still has some of the green in it. So up here I am catching fall colors, which are so beautiful. Up here it's just turning out. There's some that have turned to orange and some that have green and yellow still. So it's just in the process of changing up here. Really beautiful. Where I live in the desert, we don't see fall colors. We don't see that beautiful. And so to come up here and see all of this is just refreshing. Let's say it that way. Very refreshing. So on that note, I'll leave that here. That's basically what I wanted to say about these aspects, and what people are seeing in their false ideations and things that are, unfortunate, that people need to wake up. People need to wake up to. And so